You can toggle landing gear with the N key. When the landing gear is deployed, align the ship and hover down as you approach the landing site.
Well, job's done. Gotta say, you handled those pirates well. Vulcan wasn't kidding. You're as good as he said. I'll transfer the credits to your account shortly. Me? I'm Axa. Scrap collector, salvage expert, and occasional problem solver when the pay's good enough. It's a wrecked salvage station now. Used to be a mining outpost, but I took over and turned it into something more useful, at least for me. Not at the moment, but don't worry. Next time something comes up, you'll be the first I call. Count on it. That. Found it in an old battlefield, packed with destroyed ships. You know, it's like paradise for someone like me. You want it, huh? All right, tell you what. Instead of the credits I owe you, how about I give you the head?
No way, man. We need the money.
Smart choice. That head's worth a lot more than you might think.
Are you serious? We need the credits. You better know what you're doing.
That head alone won't do much, you know. You'll need to head to that old battlefield and gather the rest of the parts. Or else, well, that head's just going to be a decoration. I've got another offer for you. I need to get back to that battlefield, but the pirates are in the way. You clear them out, and I'll find the rest of the parts you're looking for. Great. I've got a small salvage drone. Perfect for getting in once the coast is clear. You go on ahead and handle the pirates. I'll follow behind. Can I ask you a personal question? You're Earthling, aren't you? Figured as much. Not many humans make it out this far, especially not ones willing to go against the Council. Brave, I'll give you that. The Council banned your kind from using warships in space, and yet, here you are.
Hey, Axa, does public transport come through this area? I've been thinking maybe I could catch a ride somewhere if it does.
Yeah, every now and then you might get lucky.
Well then, I think I'll stay here for a while. I don't want to go back to that damn desert.
Stay all you want, but if you're here till then, you're working. No freeloaders on my station.
Of course, I'll work day and night if I have to. Anything to avoid going back to that desert. Glad you see it my way. No more desert for me. Fresh air, space, I like it here.
All right then, everything's set. I'm marking the location of that old battlefield on your scanner. Once you've cleared it, let me know and we'll get to work. This damn place. Always something. First the power, now water coming through the pipes.
Landing gear retracted. Weapons online. Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
This place is more crowded than I expected. These salvagers aren't very welcoming when it comes to others working in their territory.
Weapons online.
That's why you need to deal with them first.
Shield recharging. Target shields down. Target destroyed. Target shields down. Target destroyed. Target shields down.
You are good at this.
Destroyed. Target shields down. Target destroyed.
I'm coming in. Okay, let's start. Interesting. I'm getting signal from the head part. I think it's trying to redirect us to other parts. I was right. I already found the first part. I think it's a leg. company.
Weapons online. Shield recharging. Target shields down. Target destroyed. Target shields down. Target destroyed.
I found another one. You are so dead. It is not good. Hold them as long as you can. I will find the last part in a couple minutes.
Shield recharging. Target shields down.
What? Is this a capital ship?
Target destroyed. Target shields down.
I got you. You son of a bitch.
Target destroyed.
You think so? Let's see. Civilian ship area. Now. More capital ships? What did we get into? I don't think we should get involved. Keep them away as you can. Don't stand still. Let's find the last part and get out of here. Let's leave this place as soon as possible.
Weapons overload. Calibration module activated. Calibration
I think you got what you wanted. But of course, you'll need someone to assemble these components for you. I know someone who specializes in mechanics. A Mortha named Snem. He was working at Sonax Station in the Zonex air system. Good luck to you.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input. Stargate to obtain jump authorization. You have not been granted authorization to use Stargate. Please communicate with Stargate to obtain jump authorization. You have not been granted authorization to use Stargate. Please communicate with Stargate to obtain jump authorization. Engine module offline. Engine module online. Please approach to the jump. Please proceed through the gate in the path reserved for you. Destination reached. Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input. Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input. Landing gear deployed. Engine module offline. Engine module online. Landing gear retracted. Landing gear deployed. Landing gear retracted.
Docking request granted. In order to use station services, please dock to the port reserved for you in the next minute.
Landing gear deployed.
Dear visitors, the launch ship for the Terrax system will leave today at 44.
This is the final boarding call for passengers booked on Flight 372 to Carnarvon Planet. Please proceed to Gate 3 immediately. The final checks are being completed, and the captain will order for the doors of the spacecraft to close in approximately 5 minutes' time. I repeat, this is the final boarding call. Thank you.
Ah, a new face. Looking to get something fixed? Or maybe you need a custom job done. You've come to the right place. AXA, huh? Yeah, of course. It's what I do for a living. Let's see what you've got. Wait. No way. Is this Drain? Do you even know who or what this is? This bot's a galactic terrorist. You're trying to get me thrown in a cell, aren't you? Well, let me tell you, Drain was the second in command of the World Resistance Army. A key figure. The Galactic Council has been after it for a long time, but they haven't been able to find it. No one's seen it for years. Until now. And now here you are, bringing its parts right to me. Damn! Drain's parts are on my table. You've got guts, I'll give you that. But you also just made things very complicated. I don't mind the challenge, but if Galactic Council agents see this... Be silent. We can't do this here. Too risky. Follow me to my workshop. No one will disturb us there. Come on, follow me. My workshop's just over here. No one goes in without my permission, so we should be safe. For now. Damn it, Smen. What have you agreed to?
Thank you.
All right, I'll get started on Drain. This is something I never thought I'd be doing, to be honest. If only some of my colleagues could see me now. Look, while I'm working, could you do something for me? I can't focus with someone breathing down my neck. But first, you've got your own ship, right? I mean, you didn't come all this way on a public space transport, did you? Good. Well, the thing is, I've got a friend, Coron, down on Sunvar's planet. He's been handling some important research for me, but lately, nothing. He usually checks in daily, but it's been days now. I'm sure it's nothing, but it's got me a bit worried. Yeah, if you've got the time. Just swing by, see what's going on. By the time you're back, I should have made some progress on Drain. And hey, it'd help me focus knowing Coron is all right.
The launch ship for the Terrax system will leave today at 44:0. The next flight will be in 231 hours. Passengers going to the Terrax system can be requested to go to the domestic spaceport 14.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
ship. Take it slow and careful.
Landing gear deployed.
It's too quiet. Something's off. Let's check Coron's research building. I knew it. These are Oren Dravok's men, and if they're here, they already know you've arrived. With what you've got now, you don't stand a chance against Dravok's mercenaries. You need better equipment. I know where Coron hides his stash. Let me show you. Coron had been dealing with Oren Dravok for resources, but when he couldn't keep up with the payments, Dravok must have figured out what he was working on and took his cut. In a different way. They couldn't have taken everything. They'll come back for what's left. They always do. Heads up, dropship's coming your way. Get ready. Not here. I'm sure he's down in the cave. There's an elevator nearby. Please head down and check. That's where he'd be if he's still alive.